prior to set day, as the builder, you'll be looking at many things. One of the things you should be looking at is the weather forecast. Weather plays a big part in modular up only at the day of set. We are free of, we tout that we are free of issues with the weather because we build inside. But on set day, we're exposed. And that's because we actually have a totally finished product on the inside. Drywall's completed, trim is done, flooring is in, and water is our enemy at this point. So typically the forecasts start getting a little more accurate about 14 days out, 10 days out, and for each set you should be looking at the weather during that time. You'll be coordinating with the set crew and the crane company and the factory itself for delivery. We really don't want to get a module on the site if it's going to get just rained out, especially if you have carrier return issues or things you're worried about. So start looking. About 10 days out, you should be in contact with all the parties. Again, the crane company, the set crew, and the factory, letting them know if the date's a go or a no-go. As you get closer, about 5 days out, factories are starting to pull oversized load permits at that point for the haul. Oversized load permits could cost $500 per module or more for delivery to the site, and then they have to be purchased in advance, and they're non-refundable. You, the builder, are the key person responsible for making this decision. But also keep in mind your customer is excited. They're getting a house and you have to set their expectations. So early on in the process, make sure your customer understands that when it comes to setting your home that's going to be exposed to the weather, and we care about their home, and they're excited. We know they want to get their home in, but we want to protect their home, and we want to protect it and make sure that because obviously we're liable for it. So set the customer expectation that you'll keep them informed, but you will call the set if bad weather comes and let them know what that means, because the next thing is when you call a set crews don't just schedule you for today and if it rains they'll put it off till tomorrow. If you have a 2-day set, your crane company, your set crew has slotted you in for those 2 days. If it rains and you call it, you have to either find another set crew or find out the next available time for that set crew, because you go to the end of their list. Now they will do everything they can to juggle you in, because keep in mind this is happening with lots of builders over the geographic location, and they may have a cancellation in another area, but just because you cancel doesn't mean that you're going to put the set back. It means you've skipped your set slot and you have to find the next acceptable set slot for everybody that's part of this food chain.